Hi, today we have an extra special treat for you. I hope you're as excited as we are because this is going to be a good one. We're going to Xcaret Park, sometimes called the Disneyland of Mexico. It's an ecological park. We're going to float down an actual river with the mangroves, see all kinds of animals, aquariums, butterflies. You know what? Why don't you finish it off and then we'll just show them.
I don't know. I'm just excited to see everything and pack your bags. We're on an adventure today.
It's an all-day adventure. We're going to be shot. Renee's got this bag packed like I'm a Sherpa, so we should be prepared for anything.
Let's go. Taking the white trail first. So all of the paths on the map you'll see have different colors. There's brown, black, white,
Red, blue, green, I think.
yeah. So once you get into the park and you know what trail you want to take, just follow that color trail and you will go exactly to where you need to be. Riviera Maya.
Getting ready to walk through a cave, I think. It's pretty dark in here right now, but you'll see later on in the river too, and this cave. This stuff is all built right out of the natural earth, so it's
Kind of creepy.
very natural. Nothing's man-made about this.
This is one of the rivers you can float down.
Actual river carved out of rock. We'll go through this and we'll go through the mangroves later on. We'll show you all this. I'm so excited. Heading into the cemetery, other than just the beautiful headstones, it's pretty amazing. This is the altar we see right in front of us. Going up the cemetery, there's 52 steps, one for each week of the year. As the cemeteries or the headstones go around and round, there's 365, representing one for each day of the year. There's 7 rings, one for each day of the week that the headstones are all set on. At the very top, the 4 flags, 4 trees with the 4 flags, representing the 4 meanings of life. They have an actual family crypt in here. Let's go check this out. The different family members and candles burning for them. This place is crazy.
So this is what they consider a cemetery. Beautiful, colorful, like no sadness here. Most beautiful place I've ever been for a cemetery. This is just amazing.
Check out these candles. Whole wall of just melted wax. We haven't been in this park for 20 minutes and I am absolutely amazed with what we're seeing, and it's an all day, all night adventure.
Hola. Hola. Buenos días.
big part of the money that your entry fee goes to, if you're wondering. They have they invest a lot of time and money into rehabbing, releasing, raising. They brought a lot of species off the endangered species list. Right here you can see a little bit. It's all kinds of people working back there. This is just a little bit of the people back in the kind of birthing room and stuff, helping some of these along through the incubation period.
You guys, this place is nothing but beautiful. Beauty everywhere you look. It's amazing. Bull at this end of the bridge. And at the other end of the bridge, there's another bull. So if Mike were to go over there and I were to whisper into this one, apparently he can hear me.
It's a parabolic sound reflector, and we tried it, but even without it I could hear Renee from that distance, so it didn't work for us.
He's so mean. Dang it.
Just finishing up the bouncy bridge about 50 feet in the air. Little swinging bridge, it sways and swings. Down below you can see a river, the waterfall. I mean, it's just endless. I promise I'm eventually going to stop saying it, but God, this place is absolutely fascinating. Holy crap, well worth every penny, and we will be back. We didn't do it because we have our own cameras with us, but if you want to get the photo package, all over the place. They have these little cameras here. You stand on these spots right there, flash your wristband, the barcode on it, and it takes your picture from the camera. And there's the camera for this one right there, but they're all over the park. And at the end of the day, you go pick up your photo package.
I know. We're about to go get a scenic tour.
Actually have some regular real Mayan ruins in the park. They've carefully maintained, and can't climb one or anything, which is good, but it's right in the middle of the park. All aboard.
So crazy.
That's where they take the agave out of the fields at harvest time to make tequila or anything else. Just an old rudimentary train system that they've rebuilt. Okay, this is cool. This is the ball game pit, and it's a built reenactment of what they'd actually look like back in the day. You see the stands on the other end, the circles on the side where the balls had to go through. Stands on the side, that's where the royalty would sit, was there. The peasants would sit there. And then this is where the loud fans sit. Renee's sitting with all her friends, gonna make me go sit by her. Our Lady of Guadalupe Shrine. Hundreds of people come here every day and pray and do their thing to Our Lady of Guadalupe, and it's pretty wild to see. The blue line is the aquarium down here. Some jellyfish. This, I don't know how many times I'm going to say amazing or awesome, but I mean, it's just everywhere you look, every step you take, this has been pretty incredible.
This place has everything.
Yeah, I don't think you could see everything in one day.
Wait till the light comes in. Look at how crazy beautiful that is.
So Renee got some really good pictures of these, but these are nurse sharks, and they are notoriously impossible to get to reproduce in captivity. Here in Xcaret, they have been trying some programs, and in 2010 they had their first reproduction in captivity of nurse sharks, and to date they have had 23 nurse shark pups born here, of which they get to release them back into the wild to help sustain their numbers. If you ever come here, please do not touch them. There's signs all over that say that. And when we went snorkeling, if you haven't seen that video, we were snorkeling in Aquaball. It says do not touch the turtles. They're the bacteria that they have on their skin, if you touch it, can actually wreck that, and they can get tumors because of it. That was pretty crazy information. But anyway, so it says do not touch the turtles, but yet, you know, when you get to a tourist place like this, there's people right now touching a turtle, and I'm not allowed to go slap them.
Don't do what she's doing. I'm a turtle. I'm a turtle. You think they're having a lover's quarrel? Who do you think the female is? Hello, my friends. So, time for lunch, and we chose La Cosita. La Cosita?
Yep.
La Cosita. And it's a buffet, and it's included with our Plus package that we bought for the wristbands. We would recommend that if you're going to do lunch here, that you go ahead and prepay for it with your Plus Pass, because the buffet here is $40 per person.
$45.
Oh, $45 per person, and it does not include the alcohol. And we tried to order margaritas, and margaritas are $17 a piece. So I guess it depends on how much you really want to spend, but we're trying to stick to a budget, so water it is, my friends. Stay hydrated, because it is hot.
Water's just fine. I'll make a margarita at home for free, or just about. But the food is delicious. So I got it.
I like it.
Did it tickle?
I like it. Yeah. It's really weird. Like you're like between getting it's between like calming and like weird. It's like it's just bouncing back and forth. It's like I like it, but I don't. It's like
It's just
You like it, but you shouldn't.
Yeah,
You
no.
know that they're fishies. It's just
Oh, just like bubbles, but
yeah, like
I want to fling my feet
getting a
out.
pedicure.
So, if you have the Xcaret Plus package, which we truly recommend just for the food and a few other things, you will come to this area, which is number 8 on the Black Path. And you can get a locker for the day. And then when you are ready to go to the river and you want your stuff transferred all the way over to the end of the river, you will take your stuff and you will get a bag. And they'll put it in a locked bag for you, and it will meet you at the end of the river. So you'll get your vest and your fins and everything else. This is where you go when you get that pass.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We carried our backpack around with us all day. We never shut up because we could have just put it in the locker because we've had our stuff in there for when we went in the river. So basically we never even used the locker because we just put the stuff in the bag. But it's pretty slick. You get right in the river. You have a choice of 3 rivers. Unless there's one down from Manus, we got a choice of 3 rivers, and they're all going to take you to the same spot. It takes about 45 minutes, and I cannot recommend that highly enough. All right, spin to see which one you want to be on. And we landed on mine.
That's what we want. So we'll see you later.
And we're getting ready to get in the river.
Hey baby, I hear the water's refreshing.
Water is refreshing. The last people that jumped in, she said some nasty words about it. So the water temperature average is 72 degrees. This is not 72 degrees. We are off. One of the hottest days of the year today was, last I checked, it was 103. And so you'd think this water would be really refreshing, and it is really refreshing. It's cold, but we'll get used to it. And actually, I mean, it's just so beautiful through here, so hopefully we're going to take you on a fun adventure. We actually don't need to do anything. It's like tubing, baby.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, see? Here I've been using my fins and pushing myself to float, and apparently there's a current.
She's trying to freaking Michael Phelps this. It's like she's walking through a store. Oh my God.
No, I was just trying to go.
This is a lazy river. You relax. This is carved out of natural limestone. This is an actual river. This is not bath water. This is actual water, and this is going to take you right out to the Caribbean. Amazing.
Well, I don't know if we're going to make it to the Caribbean, but we're going to float to somewhere. We'll find out where. So in those little openings right there, there's actually a walkway when you're walking some of the other trails, and you can peek out onto the river down here. It's actually really cool.
So exits all over the place if you like, as I'm going under a waterfall right now, a small one, but little exit places if you do get tired or if you want to take pictures, and these will take you up. I think this one takes you up towards the Mayan ruins. Yeah, so if you need a break or just want another photo op, you can certainly get out or just keep trekking. I know I joked about the water being cold when we got in. That wasn't lying. It was pretty chilly there. But now it's a little bit used to it, and it's getting a little bit farther down the line. The water's warming up. The average water temperature is 72 degrees. That makes sense because it felt like it was about 50 when we got in, but it's actually pretty nice here in this section. We're about a quarter of the way down. We haven't really got to any of the big structures yet, but there's a lot of cool things coming up. But my goodness, we've swam with whale sharks and snorkeled with turtles, and we've been going on adventures and seeing ruins. And I tell you what, here at this ecological amusement park, this might be my funnest day in Mexico so far. This is extraordinary. Go under a waterfall into a cave. This should be another cool moment. And keep going.
How cool is this? For real. How cool is this?
That's cool.
Oh, and look above us.
It's that stained glass room we seen upstairs earlier in the day. Now we're in a river floating right underneath it. Just hanging out in Mexico in the frickin' mangroves, floating along. Natural river. It'll take us out somewhere near the Caribbean. We'll see. Xcaret Park 2022.
Love it. Love it! Love it!
I'm running out of words. And we're nowhere near done with the day.
Yeah, we got a lot more to do.
Jeez. You can't get it all done in one day.
You won't be bored.
We have done half the trails maybe so far, and we're running out of day. And we are just, we haven't got everything on those trails even. We try to just do some highlights and stuff, but you could spend 3 days here, no problem. And this is where the river ends. No matter which river you decide to take, they kind of all meet up in this area, so it gets a little busier in here. You can see people coming from the other river. Everybody's gonna meet up. Shocker, we got an Xcaret sign, another photo op. Not saying we're not gonna stand in front of it in a minute, but it's just done up pretty well here.
Listo.
Perfect, gracias. Yeah, you get your stuff out and it's nice and dry. Nice. There it goes. So you can't bring a bottle of water in with you. And then you can refill the bottle. They have these refillable stations located all over the park. So stay hydrated. When the river ends, this is where you end up. Kind of a nice area.
I lost my ring, but Mike must have put on his finger last night.
So Mike was right. You almost make it out to the Caribbean, but they do stop you before you float away.
Alright, so get out of the river. Little beach area, a couple hammocks, vegged out on, got a little glass of water, go right back into the ocean. You got these little natural pools that are amazing. You just chill out with your little honey bunny or whoever you want to hang out with. And the ocean's just crashing over the rocks behind us, as you can see there. I got some video footage of Renee getting wet. We'll see if that gets in there. And it's just continues on with our amazing day.
Holy smokes, it's cold! This is on the green path, Cayeta Inlet, little beach area. Yeah. Cayeta Inlet. A lot of people are snorkeling.
Lots of little fish in there.
This is where you come to do your snorkeling.
And beautiful and courageous Adelita to remind us the cheerful and risky temperament of our people. We hope to enjoy it.
Muy buenas tardes, damas y caballeros. Bienvenidos a esta su casa, el rincón mexicano del Parque Xcaret.
Very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to El Rincón Mexicano here at Xcaret Park.
Estamos listos para dar inicio con nuestro espectáculo ecuestre, con toda la alegría y el sabor de nuestro México.
Now we're ready to begin our horse exhibition of the joy and flavors of our before we start the horses stealing our evolution or aesthetics. These both breeds have the necessary characteristics to execute movements.
Este auditorio cuenta con ventanas salidas ubicadas en los 4 costados alrededor de
maybe our funnest day in Mexico. I thought it was gonna be high priced, too busy. It was all that, but it was worth every penny. That was a great day.
It was worth every single penny. And the show at the end, you have to see it because you will never be able to feel it through the video.
Yeah, we you know, we're proud to bring you these, so if you want to subscribe to 3 Suitcases, please do so at the bottom of the screen. But that's not even what this one is about. This was a great day. Very exhausted. It was 103 and we've been here for close to 12 hours.
A long time.
And I think we got the highlights. We're trying to bring you all that. And we're gonna finish with just some highlights of the big grand spectacular show at the end of the night. That alone is worth the admission price of this place. The intermission, when the lights came on, there's one quick intermission. It flies by. Looked over, Renee was crying. I mean, it was powerful.
It was very powerful. Like I said, the videos, you're never going to be able to feel it, but
Yeah.
it's amazing.
We can't do it justice. Xcaret Park, $17 for a margarita, $9 for a hot dog. Pay it. What would you do differently about our trip, or what? Anything you did?
That's anything different, nothing different. I would definitely go with the plus package if you want to do that. Definitely go with the plus package, just because of the food and the lockers at the river and all of that other good stuff.
You get free lockers, there's a few other
Yeah.
things too. It's a full day.
But we're happy.
Yeah.
Our hearts are full and we're happy. It was a great experience.
You can come back a second time within a week for like half price, but if you do the 2-day package, it's, you know, right away. We can come back tomorrow for only like another, like $30 or something.
I think
We'll
it's
get
half
all that.
price or something.
We'll get all that
get the
information
details
for you.
Sure.
But you could spend 2 days here, no problem, and enjoy every minute of it.
Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the journey.